Yo, what's up, everybody? Jumping here, and today I'm on some Outriders, and I actually wanted to show you guys a way that can help you get God roll epics. Now, if you're wondering why would you want epics, well, it's because of your build at the end game. Like, you only ever need 3 pieces for your legendary set, and you might not even be using a legendary set. But if you are, then you actually have some freedom to equip some purples, and those purples can come with really good stats where maybe your set can't come with those particular attributes, and it's just something that you're going to probably want to do. So let me give you an example of like a god roll for me and my build. So this is a god roll, even though it's a legendary. The reason why is because it comes with perfect attributes. This is exactly what I'm looking for my build. I want firepower, close range damage, cooldown reduction. And because this comes with a really good mod, a great tier 3 mod, I'm able to switch out the second mod, and now basically it's a god roll. Perfect attributes, perfect mods. This is what I'm looking for. Now, when it comes to the epics, you can get the same thing. You can go ahead and get the perfect attributes, and hopefully you can get basically the perfect mods as well. But of course, it's a lot harder, and RNG will fight you with that. Now, I want a new chest piece. The reason why is because I actually have a tier 3 mod for bloody boost. So instead of 15% damage versus bleed, now it's going to be 25%. So I want to get that extra damage, so I need a new chest piece. I want the same attributes, but I want to be able to basically switch out that mod and then put in the actual tier 3 version. Where with this one, I can't do that because it didn't come with the tier 1 mod that I wanted it to come with. So I went ahead and put that on there, Golem of Death. So I'm going to show you like a cool little trick where it can actually help you get these god roll epics. Now, it's kind of obvious that if you're looking for epics, you should, as you're playing, check out your purples, whatever drops you get, and you can check shops. Any shop, just go to any shop that sells like purples and check them out, and then maybe you can get lucky and find an epic that's a god roll. But what I'm going to tell you is that what you can actually do as well is check out your blues, and also you can actually check the shops out for blues and greens. Now, you might be wondering, wait, what? Why? Well, with the blues, it's a little bit more like easy because what you can do is when you look at like the shops and you look at blues, which she has no blues, of course, but if she did, what you could do is you look at the mod that comes on the blue. And if it's a tier 1 mod that you might actually really like, because I would imagine every build is probably using some tier 1 mods for your powers. And for me, I'm using several. So if I see like, oh, this has like the perfect tier 1 mod, plus it has the perfect attributes, and it's a blue, then I know that if I buy it and then I upgrade it to purple, I could put any second mod on there because it's a random chance. You get a choice of 3 mods whenever you upgrade the rarity, and it's just random. So I could put any mod on there and then swap it out, and now I have a god roll. Well, that's one way you can do it. Or you can actually cheese it a little bit as well. And that's going to be what I'm going to show you here. So let me give you an example because you can do this with greens as well. Because with greens, whenever you upgrade it to blue, you only have to use like your normal crafting material. You don't need titanium. When you go to purple, you will need titanium, obviously. But what you can do is as you're upgrading, you can try to get and guarantee to get the perfect tier 1 mod on that green when you turn it to blue. And if you can do that, then guess what? You probably have a god roll. So every time like the store resets, it resets every 30 minutes. And what I like to do is I go ahead and I do some expeditions, for example. And then I go, okay, let me go and check the shops. So I'll go ahead and just travel around to each place that sells stuff. And I'll even go to places like Rift Town because there you can only get blues. And the guy actually sells multiple greens. By the way, this works with weapons too. It totally works with weapons. If you want to try to get like a god roll epic weapon, you can do this. So like some of the shops, for example, the Forest Enclave, then you got Trench Town, and then like I said, I even go to Rift Town because I'm checking the greens and I'm checking the blues. If I see like a god roll blue, I can go ahead and buy that. And if I see the right attributes on a green, because that's what it's all about. When you look at the attributes, you go, okay, that's perfect for my build. Those are the attributes I want on that green. Let me buy that, and you can go ahead and try this little exploit. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy one of these greens that this lady's selling, and I'll show you how you can basically do this. Now, obviously, this is not like a god roll, and I would only really like try this with a god roll, but just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to go ahead and just buy that, and I'll show you what you can do. So what you need to do is you can actually upgrade it, and it won't save. If you actually close your game, it won't save. Now, you need to be a little bit careful because it's always possible that maybe it will. So what I like to do is I actually try to force the game to actually save. So I'll like unequipped and then like re-equipped, and then the game will save. Then go ahead and talk to Zahidi, and then you want to upgrade your gear, and you want to select, of course, your green that you're trying to do this with. So select it, and then I'm going to improve the rarity, and I'm going to need a choice between 3 mods. Now, they're all going to be tier 1. But I will know, like, what I'm looking for ahead of time. And of course, by the way, I have to say this, when it comes to at least the tier 1 mods for sure, you can only get certain things on like some of the pieces. Like the helmets will always come with the same tier 1 mods, same with the chest pieces, the boots, you get the idea. Tier 2 mods, I'm not exactly sure if it's always the same. I kind of think it might be, but I could be wrong on that. But for the tier 1s for sure, it's always the same. So you need to know ahead of time what you're looking for. So on these gloves, I'm going to go ahead and improve this, and if I don't see what I'm looking for, right, I'm going to immediately close my game. This should work on all platforms because you should be able to always just close your game somehow really quickly. So let's go ahead and do that, and like I said, we're going to see 3 choices here, and I'm just going to close it if it's not right. So boom, I don't see what I'm looking for, and now I close my game. And then I'll start it back up, and I will still have the green. It will not actually be blue because the game did not save. Alrighty, well I just loaded back up. Let me go ahead and check and see if I still have my green gauntlets, and I do. I can see it from the quick mark, but it did not save. That means that I can do it again, and I can keep doing it until I get the perfect tier 1 mod. That's how you can kind of exploit the greens to blues. Now, you can do the same thing with blues to purple, but like I said, it can be a little bit more complicated because I'm not exactly sure if the tier 2 mods will like only be able to come on certain like pieces of armor. An example is like one tier 2 mod I use is Vampiric Mag, killing enemies when they're bleeding, gives me my ammo back in my magazine. I've only ever seen that mod on gloves. I've never seen it like outside of gloves. So that is something. But let me go ahead and now show you how it's random, because whenever you get the choice between the mods, it's totally RNG. That's why this is a really kind of cool exploit that you can do. So let me go ahead and do it again. This time I'm going to actually keep it though, just because like I want to show blue now. So I'm going to go ahead and improve the rarity. I'm not going to like try to, exploit it now. But as you can see, it's different than what it was, okay? If you actually go back in the video, you'll notice that. I didn't actually look at what each mod was, but I'm pretty sure it's different, right? So now, I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to make sure the game saves again, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to turn it purple, and then I'm going to do the same thing, and, let's say I'm trying to get, like, a perfect tier 2 mod. And, of course, the reason why you do this, like I said, is because, let's say that this blue or this green had the perfect attributes. That's the important part. That can be the real thing that just gets you, is that you can't get the right attributes that you're looking for. So let me go ahead and do that. That way the game will save. And I didn't see the symbol pop up. That's the only thing. I don't know if there's like an easy way to force the game to actually save or not. And the reason why I like it to save is because I feel like the game will just auto-save randomly. And you don't want that to happen as you're doing this. Okay, so let me go ahead and now upgrade these gauntlets. And again, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, I should say this. If you are working with tier 2 mods and you're trying to get certain ones, you should definitely try to know what the mod looks like, okay? Because if you know like what it looks like, the pictures, then you'll be able to go, oh, I got it, Because like I said, I think you should try to close like quicker. You shouldn't be like messing around too long here. So boom, do that, but I will actually quickly look just to show this, okay? And there you go, boom, that would be good for bleed, but let's go ahead and close now and load it back up and see, did it save or did it not save? So I just loaded back up, let me go and check it out, And I can see right away from the quick mark all, I can see I have the blue, and there you go. It did not save. So if I go ahead and do it again, it will be random and I'll have new choices for the mod. And I can just keep doing that until I actually get like that perfect mod. Now again, the reason why you would want to do something like this is just because of the attributes. It's so hard to get like the perfect attributes with the perfect mod. Where with this, like I said, you can go ahead and start looking at the greens and the blues from the shops, and hopefully you can get some perfect attributes, and then you can manipulate the mod to get like the good mod that you're looking for, and then of course swap out the other mod, and now you have a god roll. And like I said before, you can do this with weapons. Obviously the attributes on weapons can be important, so you can try to find the one that you're looking for, and then you can go ahead and you can do that with a green, you can do it with a blue, and hopefully you can also get the mod that you want on your epic weapon. Now, just to go ahead and show this, I'm going to do it one more time. That way you can see that, with these gloves, it's going to go ahead and give me some different choices because it's RNG. It's totally random. Now, again, like I said, I'm going to try to make sure it saves. Every time I recommend doing this, okay? Just to be safe because you don't want to be wasting your materials. So I see a little symbol, it's saved. Now let me go ahead and do it again and upgrade. And where are the gauntlets? There they are. And let's go ahead and improve. Like I said, you have a little bit of time, by the way. You can kind of look, but it is a good idea to probably know what the symbol looks like. So let's go ahead and upgrade. Take a look at these. Okay. Yep, I don't see what I'm looking for. We're going to close the game. And we're going to start it up again. Alrighty, one last time, let's go ahead and take a look, and I can already see I still have the blue. So you can just keep doing this over and over again until you can get that perfect mod for your perfect attributes. And that's really where the pain is. That's where you'll struggle, is trying to get like the god roll with the right attributes and the right mod. Because you can always swap one out, so it's not a big deal. You only need one good mod with the right attributes. So this can definitely help you out a lot and save you a ton of times. Obviously, you should always check your drops, see if you actually got some good attributes for anything that might drop, including blues, because you can do this. And also, you should check the shops. Every 30 minutes, if you're trying to get some God Roll epics, check out the shops, and guess what? Check out the greens, check out the blues. With the greens, you can manipulate the tier 1 mod, and hopefully that will help. And if not, you can always manipulate the tier 2 mods with the blues to the purples. Alrighty guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I really hope that this has helped and that you have enjoyed it. If you have, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe for future videos and make sure to click the bell if you do. It's really important on YouTube that you do that now. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day, and peace out.